What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing today? I'm Chris. This is Gutter. I know Gutter's posting on some of the socials right now, just letting everybody know that we're
Hey, what's
live.
up?
Yeah, the Twitter space went pretty good this morning. There was a lot of fun conversations. We talked about the whole Pixelmon debacle, and we're not gonna like go over that entire thing again during this live, but we do kind of want to talk about Kevin once we get everything posted. We talked about some up and coming projects that we kind of briefed over, and we're gonna take a look at while on live. That way, we can all kind of look at it together and give our thoughts on it. We talked about women's projects, females in the field. We actually had a woman come up and share her opinion and give some projects that she's involved with. So that was nice. If you are available, usually what is it, 2 hours before we go live on here, we do Twitter Spaces, and it's an it's open discussion for the most part. We people can come up and share their opinions and share some alpha and just hang out with us for a bit. We usually open that up more towards the end of the show. But yeah, definitely tune into that and feel free to jump in.
Hey, we're back. We're back. Do you miss this? You
I
miss
do, man. I
this?
do. Yeah, I really enjoy this. I feel like every time we go live and look at these projects, I get some sort of info that I didn't have prior. Like there's something I walk away with that's like, okay, I learned something new today.
Oh, you're not gonna learn anything today, man, because
You
I
know?
got we got some Kevin punks to go over,
Yeah,
man. It's
let's
pretty
look at that.
bad.
Let's look at that. Hold on, let me pull up that share my screen real quick. Um, I do have it already on the here. I do have it already on the Pixelmon. So after the Pixelmon debacle, despite the floor being 0.3, let me change this right here. Despite the floor being 0.3, Kevin's holding a strong 4.25 floor, and there is activity. I was looking at the volume earlier, and it's definitely there. So
So they're
yeah,
all
kind
the
of crazy.
exact same PFP,
Yep.
the exact same, like the same trade, everything. It's just the exact same image.
To my knowledge, and you click on it, it just is there. There it is.
What?
Yeah, just
How
a
they
just a
get away
measly
with this?
measly 13 grand, 14 grand almost.
It's measly 13 grand. You got that right. That's
Yeah,
nothing. Wow.
man, nuts.
So this Kevin kind of spurred a whole new wave of new projects and new rugs coming through. You know how the NFT space is. When something gets hot, there's gonna be a whole bunch of knockoffs that come right before it or after it. Now I thought it would be, Pixelmon or anything with Pixelmon, but no, it's just Kevin. Kevin has ran away with everything. Like Kevin punks. Like just now it was two the flow was two. It just went down just now for some reason, but it
Oh
was
gosh,
two Ethereum. Like it's only 500 of them, but still, who is paying this much for Kevin punks? Although they do look cool though, I'm not gonna lie.
you like
I kind
him?
of like. Yeah, I like how they look. I like it. Looks better than the original. Like, look at it. Like it's punks, but they all just look wacky. They all look
The-
wacky.
Man, we got so
Now,
many. We got so many punks. It's like this is like obviously a knockoff the punks and a knockoff of Kevin. You take two projects, you throw them together, and you got a floor price of 1.25 ETH.
but the thing is that this is the main project for Kevin, because everything else is copying Kevin punks. Now there's
Mm.
Kevin Wunks, there's OX Kevin Wunks. It's this is the main thing now. I think in long run this will be higher than Pixelmon. The whole thing, well, it's already higher than Pixelmon, but I'm thinking it's gonna be once Pixelmon goes down to not financial advice. Once it goes down to dust, this one might still be living. This Kevin post, because the whole NFT space love Kevin. Like it's the weirdest thing. It's the biggest meme right now. It's the biggest, like, everything is all about Kevin. Kevin punks, Kevin Wongs, OX Kevin punks. Like what?
So I honestly know nothing about this, and there's no like Discord or Twitter or anything connected to it. Like, where can I guess just find information on the Twitter?
There's no information, man. You
Just
know what this is. You know what the game is, man. The people that are buying this, they know the game. They know what's going on.
All right, free mint. It was a free mint.
Yeah, 700. Yeah, I remember when it came out. I did not expect this to blow.
That's
I
crazy.
remember when it came out before it launched. I thought, it's not gonna go anywhere because again, it's BS. But I was wrong yet again. Like, what the hell? 2 Ethereum? It was just 2 Ethereum just now before we started the show, and it slashed in half because they're undercutting. You know how that goes. So there's nothing. There's no other information. So I'll be real. That's one of the ways a lot of people are making money in this space. It's sad, but if you know how to do this, you don't need a website. You don't need a roadmap. You don't need anything. I've noticed it a lot that they'll just do a quick OX something or a quick funk something, and it start with free mints. It goes up, they make money, and you're not really held liable for anything because you don't know who this is, who's behind this. There's no team, there's nothing. It's just based on the memes, and everybody trading it is basically trying to pass over their bags to the next sucker. I'll be real with you. That's how the game goes. That's how all those derivatives work because the Kevin Wunks is out. That one is currently at .2 floor. Like how? It's a fake version of this fake version, and
I
that
got,
one is at .24 floor.
I got it pulled up, but let's take a look at this meme for a second. That's hilarious. Kevin Klein. That's funny, bro. All right, so this is
uh,
yeah, Kevin Wunks.
like what? How? This is a fake version of a fake version of something. Like I don't. It's like the game that the NFT space play, like the traders, the flippers. They play this weird game where they buy a whole bunch of these and try to leave somebody holding the bag. If you get left holding the bag, it's gonna be in your hidden folder. I've gotten left holding a few bags, and I don't play this game anymore because you're probably gonna lose if you don't hop out quick because you're not gonna expect this to go to .2. Like if you bought it
Mm.
for free, you're probably trying to dump at .1 ASAP or .05. And if it goes to .2, you might get tempted to hop back in because you think it might go up to 1 ETH or something, and then you're left holding the bag forever.
We
And
need to make our own. We need to make our own project. I like Kevin Dunks and just put like a little basketball behind, the head, but kind of keep the same profile picture. I think we kill it.
Yeah, yeah, we do. Yeah, but it's just sad. If you know how to make these projects, you're probably gonna be printing money, really. Because I've seen a few people that in different alpha groups they come up with these projects, they pump it, then they move on to the next one, they pump it, move on to the next. Whatever is trending in the industry right now, they pump it and just move on. Because you don't have to do a roadmap. You don't have to actually take care of the project. It is what it is. You know what you're buying.
It it
It's
is what
a
it
rug.
is.
You know that.
Trevor
it's
did
it's
comment.
uh
It's covered up for me. Are you able to see it?
yeah, an interesting thought. Maybe if meme can live on, this could be valuable. Then Kevin Punks would be. I'm just reading it out loud in my head. Oh, he's saying that this could be something. If the meme could be valuable, he says.
Oh, if like the meme lives on. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
Do
and
you think?
at only 555 items. I mean, yeah, it could be. I think obviously like the genesis of the meme, which I don't even know if it's Kevin Punks or what it is, could remain valuable. But I think all of the side ones, like this, obviously Kevin Wonks, and you mean if you were in the spaces, you know that I'm just not a fan of Pixelmon. So I think all of those will kind of fiddle out. But I mean,
There's
like
OX Kevin Punks too.
I could see like the authentic meme itself kind of living on and constantly going up in value.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Like and well, yeah. You might be right. I mean the main one, Kevin Punks, which is the meme of the Kevins, that could live. But the if you go on the Ninja Alerts page, there's OX Kevin Punks. I'm sure there's gonna be an OX Kevin Funks soon. There's Kevin Wunks already. Like they're really going crazy over this Kevin,
Yeah,
and it's
man.
sad because this is Women's History Month.
Yeah.
Women's History Month just started, and we're going straight to Kevin. Yeah, this OX Kevin. Like, do you judge people that we see the people that are buying these? You know how we track wallets, we track whales. Do you judge them for buying these crap?
Nah, man,
Like,
I respect the hustle.
you respect them? Go to the
Yeah.
on Ninjalerts, go to the 1 hour mark and look at number two most minted and number two most bought.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
OX
Like
Kevin
these are
Punk, most
knockoffs
bought
of a
Kevin Wonk,
knockoff.
most sold Kevin Wonk.
See
Yeah,
what I'm
man. I
saying?
mean, I unless you, I don't know, like unless somebody's like scamming somebody or like intentionally in a rug, you're taking the risk of buying something like this, and I respect the risk. I see what they're trying to do. You're trying to buy into and sell into volume, which could work or it could burn you. you know,
Yeah.
yeah,
Grifton. I think I know Grifton. Yeah, he seems like he's into all this knockoffs.
dang,
Quick flips.
yeah. And the 1 hour Kevin Wunks went up, dude. Look, as we're talking, 35 seconds, 36 seconds. Look at
Yeah,
this.
he just keeps buying.
Why?
He keeps
Uh,
buying them. Are they free? I don't think they're free. He's just buying them off OpenSea at point two. No, it just dropped to 0.15. They're undercutting each other.
Watch
But like,
by the end of this live, Kevin Wunks is going to be at like a 1 ETH floor.
nah, if it's at 1 ETH in 1 hour, I'm quitting NFTs, man.
You're done.
I'm just yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I just get out of here, man. I'm good on this one. Kevin Wong's really most bought in the last hour. How, man? How?
Well, we have one guy or one person pumping the volume. Look at that griftin.eth. I mean, if you
Mhm.
look at that on Ninjalerts and then you look at the volume, I mean, it's all from the same person right now, for the most part.
Well, the same whale that we
Yeah,
watch, but other people are also buying off. OX
it's gonna be
Kevin Punks is really down right now. It sucks. It's 0.003.
it's gonna be
Oh,
interesting to watch.
it's a 5K project. The OX Kevin Punk. Oh,
Man,
that's why
nuts.
it's a lot lower. It's not going anywhere.
Well, you want to look into
Yeah.
some good projects?
This isn't good enough for you? Huh?
Nah, not my thing.
All right,
Oh,
wow. Let's look at some other stuff.
let's dive in here. I'll scoot this over a little bit so we can see. Here, I'm actually gonna blow it up real quick. So let's look at the 6 hour chart, just kind of see what's popping, see if anything kind of stands out to us. As Dippies looks pretty interesting. Um, Hey, this Sunnies, by the way, this is we looked at the Sunnies last time we met. What was that, Monday? And it was at a point one floor. And this is the project that I was telling you that I just wasn't that thrilled about. Um, Honestly, for several reasons, but it's already back down to 0.075.
Yeah.
But we did look at that
A lot of things
Monday.
are down.
Yeah, and that's fair. A lot of things are down right now, so I don't want to like call out one project because I mean it could just boil down to world politics and kind of being very careful where you're going to place your money. I won't go into this project. I did kind of talk about it. I heard shout out to the Nifty Alpha for bringing them up, but this Fierce model seems pretty cool. This is a female led project who both the ladies running it have been in the space since 2017. It's not sold out. I actually like to keep on checking on it. It's more selling, but basically they're mixing fashion in the NFT industry, and they're not just randomly fashion. Like they both work in, or one of them works in fashion, and she has teams with like legit fashion brands to bring them aboard on the NFT space, and they're doing like physical giveaways of like fashion items, and they seem that they one of them is taking it full time. So I mean that's a good sign too if you're dedicating your full time to a project instead of kind of like putting it on the side and letting all this other stuff distract you. But we won't dive into that because I mean they've already got a huge highlight this morning from Nifty Alpha. But just a quick shout out. It's I mean, obviously nothing we say is a financial advice. It's not even close to sold out. It could not sell out and then dip way lower than floor price. I have no idea. I just know from what I heard, it it made me kind of like, okay, I could see how that project could do well in the long term, but I might or might not mint one. I don't know. We'll see. Did you see anything you
Yeah.
want to look at, Gutter?
Yeah. It's all about Kevin, man. It's all about Kevin. That's why
There's
I
just
got
nothing.
this
There's just
on.
nothing to look at for Kevin though.
There's
Like,
nothing. That's why I got the green on. I'm Kevin today too, man.
you gonna?
So I just wanted to.
Am I gonna see gutter, 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 gutter under this Kevin Wunks?
Oh yeah, I would be a real hypocrite if you did, if you called me like
that'd
that. Catch me
be
red-handed.
that'd be
Nah,
hilarious.
but Trevor did ask one more question: if there's gonna be a community that builds around Kevin's, like around the memes Kevin's, like what do you think about that? Do you think there would be? Because it seems like it's such a big meme right now. The community is so bullish on just the Kevin trait itself that they're making a lot of money off derivatives off of Kevin. That maybe he might be right that a community might just be built around Kevin's.
So
Like,
I'm fairly new to crypto and NFTs comparatively to the 2017 OGs. I got into crypto and NFTs in 2020, early 2020. I think it was like March of 2020. What got me into crypto is I was part of a meme culture, and I was one of the first, like, probably 10,000 members in this meme culture. And you're gonna know it as soon as I say it. But on Reddit, Wall Street Bets. I was part of that GME, part of that AMC. I bought GME like the year before that it dropped. Part of that AMC, all those coins. I mean, all those stocks. And yeah, I mean those stocks. Some of them absolutely boomed over what I would consider meme culture of Wall Street Bets. I mean, literally, my days consisted of scrolling through subreddits. I mean, scrolling through that subreddit and seeing memes and laughing and still kind of making me bullish on it. You know, the whole like I like the stock and that anomaly and stuff. So I can see how that can be integrated in an entire culture based around memes for an NFT project.
yeah, I mean, the MFers is just that. It's a meme culture for the whole NFT space. That's why it's been running. That's why there's been so many derivatives out of MFers, MFer chicks, invisible MFers, Azuki MFers, Ape MFers. There's everything has been an MFer. Gutter cat MFers, everything has been an MFer. Now it's turning the whole wave is moving towards Kevin's. It's gonna be Azuki Kevin's. There's gonna be Ape Kevin's, Cat Kevin's, Cool Cat. There's gonna be a lot of Kevin's now. It's so weird when you're on the ground with these different projects. You get to see the different waves as it comes from one thing to another. Like as it went from the Asian art animes, then goes to women-led projects and women PFPs. Then it goes to the MFers. Then it's like you see a whole wave, and that's what I've been seeing since I've been in it. When it went from the apes to the cats to the like, you just get to see it. Especially the derivatives kind of signals what wave we are when they just start pumping different derivatives for different projects. Like Kevin is the new wave. Is definitely the new wave right now. So that's
I,
why.
I hate
Uh,
that. It's
Yeah,
not my thing, but
I'll be honest. It's not that ugly to me, man. I mean, it's so ugly that it's not bad. I mean, I don't endorse Pixelmon in any way, but if they could just have just that Kevin, just that exact art of Kevin, I wouldn't mind. It's ugly enough that it just might work, but it is pretty ugly though. It's
it's kind of
pretty
funny
ugly.
because, again, going back to meme culture, a lot of times, especially like back when I did stocks more often, memes would usually correlate to high volatility because people would, like, flow in and flow out of them at pretty high volume. And NFTs are already highly volatile. So it's like adding an extra layer of volatility to what's already a volatile market. I think people honestly just like the thrill, like of, I mean,
Of
this,
losing money.
this or gaining a lot. So somebody wins, somebody
True.
loses every time. There's winners and losers, obviously. But I mean, dude, look at that. Is this the same
Yeah,
page? I just refreshed it. It's at
it's
point
the
zero six
same.
now. Was it not just, it was point 2 when we looked
Point
at it.
two. Yeah,
Then it
yeah.
was then it was point 115 and now it's point 065. And what's his name?
Grifton.
This dude just got burned like bad. I mean,
Is he the one selling? Is
yeah.
he on
No, he's the
the?
one. He's the one buying, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Why is
6,
he
7,
buying this?
8,
I
9,
think I
10,
know. I
11,
think I
12,
follow
13.
him on Twitter. Like
He just bought
maybe Twitter.
He just bought 16 of them, and the floor price dropped really from point 2 to point 064. I think it was like 0.15 last time I refreshed. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, I do know Grifton. I follow him. We follow each other. I think I might have met him before a long time ago. Yeah, he's bullish
you
on
need to get him
Kevin.
up here, man. Just be like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, on his Twitter, he's bullish on Kevin. You could tell he got all the images of Kevin going on. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. He just got burnt
Oh,
though.
okay, back up to 0.19, I guess. I don't know what's happening.
It's yeah, yeah. It's weird right
Okay,
now. This
I
is
will
some.
I will say one thing I didn't factor in that's pretty obvious is there is only 55 items, and how many are listed? So it's like it's not that we're not looking at a 10K project where it's harder to move
Oh, okay.
floors. It's a lot easier to move floors at this level, which I didn't factor in. So honestly, if you'd have bought that one at 0.064, you could have probably did a quick little flip to whoever else is buying in. That might have been a good grab.
Yeah,
It looks like it was this one.
yeah. Trevor
It's already
just
back up.
said that Grifton started buying at 0.02, so he's
Oh,
up. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so he knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing.
man, crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
he's in the money right now.
I kind of want to look at this Dippy's official NFT. You see Sneaky Ninja Pants
Dippies?
going all over the place with it. It looks like he's really aping in at least a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
he is.
you want to look at
A
the
lot of
OpenSea or the
people
website
are.
first?
Let's go to the website. Let's just see the field before we go see what's actually going on with the.
Dippies, Funks Meet Web 3, a collection of 8,808 unique digital happy hippies that are building the new free world before our eyes. Allowless Mint
Allow
is
listening.
live. Is it still minting? I
Oh,
guess I
play the
could
video. Play
I
the
could have
video.
checked by OpenSea. Okay, so it's almost done minting. Um,
There's a
where
video right under there. Yeah, there is.
right.
What is this? Can you hear the audio? Is there audio?
Yeah, I can hear it. Can you hear it?
No, not really.
Oh,
I hear a little bit. Yeah, no, you can stop playing this. It's not really a video. I thought it was a video. It's bullshit, man. He ain't gonna hold you. It's not a video. So let's see their roadmap. What are they promising that you get from these dippies? Community first approach, bounty for king, queen dippy.
sorry, I
No.
accidentally muted my mic. I want to look at the team just real quick while you're here. We got road
Okay.
tripping Dippy, corporate Dippy, artistic Dippy, activist Dippy, musician, yoga.
Oh no,
st-
no, those are the different dippies.
I'm dumb. I'm dumb.
Yeah.
I was like, what? These are actually kind of cool. Though. I like all the styles
You
of them.
like the
Anyway.
images?
Yeah, they're
Yeah, the
different.
team is it looks docs. They're down below. They have some ape holders, some board ape holders on there, which is not really a sign of a good project anymore. It used to be months ago. If it was ape owners that were the team members, they used to be an instant success because but now that's not really the case anymore. But the team looks pretty cool. Fun and
Dippy
DP
Dow.
style. Oh, you're now you're going over there because I'm on a different page. So now we're going over the roadmap. Okay, so what do you think about the roadmap?
I was just looking at it. It has,
Dippy down.
yeah, I kind of like that. Dippy Dow. It's a good little alliteration. 5% of mint, 25% of all secondary market royalties will be put into the Dippy DAO. Owning a Dippy grants you access to vote, how the funds will be used, opportunity to apply for paid positions with the community. This would ensure long-term stability with the project, with the funds that we can choose to donate to various hippie-related causes, empower our artist community, create a virtual Woodstock in the metaverse, and so much more.
Oh yeah, Trevor said Grifton might be watching this stream on Twitter, and we was talking shit about him, wasn't we?
No, I wasn't talking shit about him. I wanted to
I
know his
was.
I wanted to know his decision. I
I
mean,
want to
like
know why the hell he
genuinely,
was buying these shits, man. That's what
genuinely,
I want to
I would
know.
love to have him on and just kind of know the decision. Which my guess is, I mean, if he got him at 0.02, then there's no question.
Yeah,
I didn't
he's
know
winning.
that.
He's winning.
It looked like from when we were viewing it happen, pretty much live. It looked like that he was getting them at 0.2 and that the floor price dropped to 0.06. But my mistake on that was that again, there's such a low addition and low listings that it's not hard to move floors by quite a bit very quickly. I didn't. I'm so used to looking at 10K projects that seeing that floor move that fast. I just kind of had that in the back of my head, so it kind of makes sense now. honestly, whoever scooped up that 0.06 is probably sitting nice. They probably already resold it.
Yeah, but
Anyways,
there's
we'll
no
go back
chance
to
it's
the
gonna get
dippies.
to to 1 ETH though. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
we're on
we
Kevin
just
Punk.
can't
We're on Kevin
we
Punk.
can stop. Oh, nah, Wonks. We're Kevin Wonks.
Kevin Wonks is back up to 0.2. But anyways, we'll go back to dippies.
Yeah,
Enough for
we can't get
Kevin.
away from Kevin's, man. We
Enough for
just
Kevin,
can't.
bro.
All right, so with the roadmap, I see they have merch, which is normal, releasing the vans. What I want to know what that's about. 4 to 6 week after launch means that some holders 10 dippies. Oh no, I don't like that. You claim 10 vans. Oh, okay, that's an example. I thought you needed. I hate, in projects. I hate when they try to like influence whales so they sell out. Like if you buy maybe 15 or 20 of a single PFP, they'll give you a nice title or a nice role in their Discord, and you become the whale in that Discord, which it doesn't really support like spreading out the wallets or spreading out the unique ownership. So I don't really like that. But this is not what they're saying here, because they said someone holds 10 dippies, they get 10 vans. I thought they said you need 10 dippies to get a van, but that's not what I was talking about. It's with 1-to-1 ratio, I guess. So I'm trying to figure out what a van is, because that's coming in about 6 weeks.
Yeah, my assumption, we'd probably have to dig deeper for that. It's probably just like a little hippie van, for your hippie to ride in.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And when I
That would be
first saw it,
cool.
I was thinking about
That'd
the
be cool.
the shoes. I was like, they're shipping us vans, and then I realized I was like, okay, it's probably talking about like the Scooby Doo type van,
Yeah.
something like that. That's what pops up in my head when thinking about it. I mean, that's pretty cool. I think it's cool. Like so far, like I mean, I wouldn't mind. This just looks like a fun project to be a part of. Like I like the roadmap. I like the art style. We haven't really dove into the devs or anything yet, but we talked about this a lot this morning. But talking about like mint prices just being so high lately, like we've seen so many like 0.25 mints on projects that are just probably just asking too much, and it's like they can't really get over that mint price once they sell out. But as we see here, the price of these dippies were 0.06 plus gas, so that's a
Oh,
very
that's not
fair.
bad.
It's a very
Yeah, that's
fair
fair.
mint price.
Anything
Um,
under point one is kind of fair. Like, and if it's like a well-established artist, maybe 0.15 I could accept, but anything over two, that's point two, that's a grab. It's kind of hard to sustain that. Like, it's better. Like Trevor said, in during the space, it's better if the mint was low. That means if even if it goes up a little bit, everybody that got in early will still be satisfied. But if
yeah,
you mint something at 0.25 and it drops to point one, you're like your base supporters are gonna be mad. All of them
yeah,
are gonna be mad at you. So that's why I believe he was right when it says you gotta underprice your mints. So just so the people who the early supporters could be well fed and happy. Like
completely.
let's say like you minted something like, let's say zip keys. You minted it at like 0.08, right? And it shot up to 6 Ethereum. And the early supporters still stuck through, even though it fell all the way back down to point 0.5. They're still in the money, so they're not that upset. I mean, they're mad they didn't get out at the top, of course, but they're still very bullish on the project because they're still winning, even though it's only at point 0.5 now, but they got it at 0.08. As opposed to if they dropped it at point 0.5 and it dropped down, then like, oh, we lost money. We don't like it's gonna be it's gonna be harder to it's more of an uphill battle from there. So I do believe a lower price mint prices are the way to go, unless it's like like if you're Beeple, you
Yeah, of
could
course.
charge 3 ETH and you'd be gold. So, but
Yeah, man. And
not everybody is.
we did talk about on the Twitter Spaces today, and then Lau last night hosted a space and talked about this, and Trevor didn't even catch the first part of our Twitter Space today, and they came in at the end and talked about it, but just the transition of whitelist or allow list, even over for the last 6 months, but over our time in the space has just changed so much from rewarding people that are early. That's what it used to be based on, like rewarding early adopters, early Discord members and Twitter, and like, hey, we're going to give you something and we're going to help you prevent you from having to do gas wars. It flip-flopped from that to, we want you to work for our company and do our marketing and share with your friends and family and do like so many steps, and then we will allow you to mint our project just so you can maybe dump it on somebody else for 0.05 more or 0.1 more. And it's like, man, I just these allow lists are just getting so ridiculous. I get why people grind for them, because some of them are worth it. Some of them you can get really good flips, but for the most part, I don't really agree with that entire aspect of the space right now, especially if we see all these projects keep popping up, keep popping up, keep popping up. Eventually they're going to stop selling out. And I don't know. It's just, that's a whole other rabbit hole to go down. Anyways, back to the dippies. This guy looks really happy. He makes me want to smile.
Happy.
It just makes me just smile looking at him.
He's a hippie.
He's
He's
a
a
hippie. Yeah,
dippy.
I love it, bro. Just I like his little profile. Trevor did mention, and I would love to do this. The projects that we talk about on the show. Finding a way to tag them maybe on Twitter or Instagram or something. So we'll have to try to remember the founding Dippy, and just if he wants to come and watch this segment, what we said about him, feel free to do so.
Real quick, the floor. You got to go to OpenSea. Check out the floor of Dippies, man, because it's surprising. It dropped at 0.06, right?
Yeah, it dropped at 0.06.
It's still on allow list. It's already at 8,000 minted. Right,
Wow. Yeah.
right.
Yeah, dude. I didn't even look at that. I mean, we've been talking highly about this project this whole time for the most part, and we haven't even looked at the floor price, and coming to
I
find out,
think
yeah, it's
yours is
0.3.
lagging a little bit. Refresh that. It's the volume is higher on my screen. That's weird. Your OpenSea is lagging because the
Yours?
volume traded is 806 now. Yours
Oh,
says
gotcha, dude.
700, right?
Yeah, mine says 777. Not
Yeah, it's
sure.
at 0.4 floor now.
Oh, there it goes. There. Oh, dude, what the heck,
Yeah, there you go. That's
bro?
weird.
Dude.
Yeah, and this is pre-revealed too, so it's high. I mean, me personally, I've been like, let's not share this part of the segment with Dippies, but like at this point four, I'm out of here. I'm I'm gone before pre-revealed at point four, and you only paid 0.06. Oh, I'm gone. Look at it.
That's a good
Look at the
flip, man.
volume. See if anybody is buying right now, because obviously people are buying. It's 800
Oh, here, I'll go back to it. Yeah,
volume. But like I've been burned too many times of waiting, trying to find that one of one, trying to hit that home run
volume's
at
pretty
point
good.
four. I'm out of here. Then I'll buy back after the reveal. I mean I don't mind getting floor, man. I find that it's a lot easier to sell floors then because when I first started trading, like I always when I find an NFT that's minting, I'll go find the rares because I like to hold things for a long time and I like
Yeah,
holding the rares. But then later on I realized nobody's gonna buy the rares, even though some NFTs started mooning again, like they rebounding after like a month, 3 months, it started rebounding. People are still not buying the rares because
yeah, that's fair.
it's
It's a
not
lot easier
really
to buy
sought
stuff off
after.
floor.
Yeah, and but if another good sign is when people whales are scooping up all the rares, that's a good sign that that
Yeah,
NFT is gonna last. So yeah,
I mean,
I would probably
props to
sell
this
and come right
project.
back.
Props to the
Yeah,
project, man. I mean, you're killing it, regardless of whether the floor goes back down or not. Because another thing to factor in is you're getting this ETH in the you're still getting this part because of the smart contract like pumped into the project. So it's honestly good for projects to get this like huge bounce at the beginning, because that's more money for them to work with to work on the further work on the project. So, I mean, regardless of whether it dumps or not, like overall, I like the project. We haven't even really dove
yeah, it's
into
pretty
the
cool.
to the devs, but I mean, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'm
and the
I'm
floor is
looking at the same
actually
one.
0.45. That's the last bar. It's at 0.44, 0.44, 0.45. So people are buying these at this price. That's pretty good. That's very good. It's not sold out yet. I'm not sure. I don't think it's going to public yet because it's not at 8888, and the ownership is high, which is pretty good. So there's a lot of positives for this. It's very good. It's well distributed. I do like this project, but I don't know if it's gonna last though. None of us ever know that, but
Yeah.
it's pretty damn good right now. So that's a good
Volume's
one.
excellent too. Well, good job, Dippies. You're killing it. Hope you all do well. We'll roll on to the next one. Yeah, it actually scooted up to most bought in the last hour. Um,
Yeah, Sneaky Ninja Pants is dumb.
yeah, he's dipping out a little bit.
Yeah, he's dippy. He's dippying
Dip
out of there.
dipping out of Dippies.
You know how that
Oh,
goes.
I kind of wanted to look into Rubber Duck Bath Party. Or do
Oh
you see something
yeah.
else that you'd rather see or?
No, we could talk about that. Like I had a chance to get in the raffle to get in the allow list because they had a collab with Gutter Cat Gang, and I like the whole scheme of it. It's like the Aussie Bats where they're gonna transform your NFT or whatever PFP you have. So I really like that. Other projects are doing it too. Cosmic Cats is also doing the same thing. So ever since Ozzy Bats came out, different collections are starting to do that exact same thing. So it's not as novel as it was maybe 2 months ago, but it's still pretty cool and I like it. I missed my chance to get on the allow list, but I wouldn't. I don't know if I'll buy right now, but
Well, do
I
you know
like
the mint
the whole
price?
idea of it. I'm not too certain about the mint
Here,
price.
we'll go back
I
to it real
never
quick.
tried to buy. I've just been down all this week. I'm not trying to buy anything, man.
I understand. I understand completely.
Like everything I got, everything is down for me. I'm down like 60% on all my trades, man. Down horrendous.
Well, you pretty much breezed over that project. I don't think there's much more to say about it.
You on
The
the
road because
website?
the roadmap, yeah. I mean, the website doesn't say a whole lot. I mean, look at the roadmap: Duck, your PFP party, no BS, no promises, no buzzword, just fun. Which I mean, that's fine. That's their. I mean, like that's the style of marketing, and yeah, I don't really have a lot to say.
Yeah, that's as simple as it is. No
Yeah,
no promises, nothing's gonna happen after you get your party going. But it's still I thought it was cool. I would have minted and I probably would have sold before pre-reveal. Unless they have a thing with gutter cats, then I'll probably
dang.
keep.
I know they're like we've talked about this before. I know like definitely followers does not mean everything, but their artist has a pretty good following, which is pretty cool. Because sometimes you'll see like maybe the dev have a large following or the
Ooh,
project itself, but to me, sometimes when
100.
it says when the artist has a large following, that just shows that people like their art. So I mean that's pretty cool. I haven't even clicked on the rest of them yet. This
I
is looks
clicked on the
sick.
art and I think it's go back to the artist.
Here, I think this one was her or him.
And I like that post of them actually drawing it for you
Yeah,
because
that's
there's a
pretty
lot
cool.
of theft in the NFT space, and that's
Yeah,
cool to
yeah,
actually
you're right.
see them act. So all right, they made this. They didn't still. I have to worry about something in the future. Somebody coming out saying, "Oh, this is stolen art." Like was that Crypto Chicks did that or one of those? So you get to actually
Mhm.
see them. Okay, we drew it. That's what I
Yeah,
like about things like this and Robotos. Robotos did the same thing. The artist is well known. He shows himself drawing them all. He live streamed him drawing the whole project. So it's not stolen. It's not copy. It's not from Fiverr. So yeah, I do like this. I'm bullish on this part, but I don't know about there's no roadmap. I don't know if the floor is gonna withstand, if it's gonna go up. That's kind of hard to judge from right here, but we'll see. I think it's
yeah.
cool.
I mean, the whole evaluation is good. D- did she design like, or he designed 10,000 of them? Or is it like a base and I guess like it
Yeah,
transition
it's
yeah,
base.
there's probably a base and it transitions like traits out because
Yeah,
that'd be
so it's like you do a base of the duck, then the different traits will be different layers on Photoshop.
Yeah, that
So
makes sense.
you just draw the different layers, like the glasses are one layer, the something else another layer. So you don't actually redraw the whole
Yeah,
thing 10,000 times.
yeah.
But then
I-
the code kind of generates it all for
mhm.
you.
Yeah, and I know with most generative art projects that's what happens. I don't know. I'm I'm down on sleep right now, and I just saw them drawing it, so I was just that's immediately what popped up in my head. But I know, yeah, I know most of it's just like plug it in RNG. Um, cool. Rubber Duck Bath Party, ladies and gents. What was it at? It was at a point. I always like coming back to these later and kind of evaluating the floors. It's at a point one
I,
seven five floor
that's pre-revealed too, so it's still telling
pre-reveal.
us what happened after.
Let's expand this a little bit because Kevin just keeps on, flooding our
Kevin.
flooding our timeline.
We love Kevin. Women's History Month. Kevin is what we chose.
Right, right. Out of everything,
Yeah, right.
man. Anything I kind of picked the last two. You see anything particular that you want to look at?
Um, I want to check out stuff that are minting. What's the White Rabbit producer pass? It looks kind of cool. You see
No
that one?
website.
It's Shibuya.xyz. Shibuya.
What is the website is?
Uh, yeah, it's kind of weird. Nothing is hyperlinked, but it's Shibuya. If you go to OpenSea, it
Can you put
says
it in
it.
our? If you put it in the, oh, I'm on the OpenSea.
Yeah, it's the first sentence. It tells you.
Ah, I don't read Gutter. I just look.
Look for hyperlinks.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I do look for hyperlinks.
Yeah, me too. It's kind of
Whoa,
oh.
this is colorful. All right, here we go.
So what is it?
It's a video.
Oh, this is cool. Are you playing it?
Yeah, I'm playing it. It's being real laggy.
Because it's not on YouTube.
So
Are they
basically, these are like
talking?
defenders of the blockchain. No, it's just kind of like ambient noises.
Hmm. It's pretty cool so far.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's not like didn't we watch a video earlier that was like nothing? Was that Dippies?
That was Dippy's point four, baby.
Dippies they put no effort into their video and they're point four. This one, on the other hand, they did.
This one, I feel like I'm
But
watching a full anime, and it's probably like a 0.02 full price. Okay, that's pretty cool. I mean, oh, I get to choose if I want to choose wolf or creepy hand. I'm gonna go with wolf or fox,
creepy
whatever that is.
hand.
Ah,
Nah.
connect your wallets,
Oh, you
man.
gotta get it. Oh
Rest in
yeah.
peace. I'm not gonna. Whatever. All right, point 39 floor price. All we really get is a video. Don't know much. We probably have to dive into like I don't know if they have a Discord or what to figure out more information. Um, we can read this little sentence. These for voting for this at the end of each chapter to earn RAB, which represents fractionalized NFT ownership of the final film. Okay, that makes sense. So there will
Oh, so it's
be
a
different
film.
ERC 1155 for each chapter. Yeah, so it's a film that you're owning a section of, or yeah, you're owning.
Not bad.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
It's
that is
different.
cool.
It's very different.
Not
Um,
very, but it's pretty cool.
I guess relatively to like what we've been looking at, anyways.
Oh,
So,
then
so
Kevin. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
a little bit different than Kevin.
All right, so let's just talk about a women's project that because we're in Women's History Month, we can just skip one. There's one I bought from Ninjalerts. I saw
There's a
Pranksy
there's
buying.
a well, I think that's a woman. I don't know.
Yeah, that's not. I wouldn't call this a women's project. We don't know who's behind that.
I was just messing around. Uh,
It was Crypto Tech Women
oh,
collection, and they revealed yesterday the very first day of Women's History Month. And of course, I saw Pranksy minting them, so I went ahead and minted 3. It was minting on Ninja Alerts. That's when I saw the alert, and it minted at point oh 0.07, and it was at point oh 0.07 pre-reveal, and after revealed, here we are. So what
Mm,
do you think about this? Like, for me personally, a lot of the arts are copying World of Women. Like, I know we have to champion women in the space, but like I'm still a fan of originality at the end of the day.
yeah,
But a
man,
lot
that's
of
super
it
fair.
is basically different views of World of Women. I don't know. I like that it's women led, and their goals are pretty good. I like their goals, but I want it to go up. I want it to go. I'm losing. I want it to go up, man. How can I say?
Yeah, I mean that's super fair, especially if you bought in. I wanted to take a quick peek at the dev team.
Yeah, they are
So,
women.
women-led project with Dan and Advis. I'm just kidding. It obviously doesn't have to have a whole team of women to be women-led, but it's like I don't know.
NFT Gigi, Alicia. Yeah, I mean it's a there's room for it to grow. Pranksy bought in a lot, like
Really?
a lot. Yeah, yeah. I don't want to guess how much. Maybe 50s, 60s. Pranksy minted. But yeah, it kind of dumped right after the reveal. I mean, the roadmap isn't really that. No, a lot of roadmaps ain't really that much, but I'm hoping it bounced back. I'm hoping it catches the because it's Women's History Month, so I hope it does a
Yeah.
little bit well. But if it doesn't, women could fail too. You know, that's a facts of life.
Yeah, man. It kind of goes back to what I kind of stick with what I said on the space earlier is I don't know enough about them and I'll have to do more like digging in to like find out any type of background, but like I think there will be stronger, like World of Women is a good example of female-led projects that will thrive. And those projects are very familiar with the space. They're still great projects. They have great roadmaps, and they're obviously led by women. Same with the one that I pointed out earlier. Gosh, I can't even remember the name right now, but the fashion one that I spoke about earlier on this live.
Hmm.
I'm not saying this about this project by any means, but I don't. I think because it's because of this month, people are starting projects and kind of throwing the tag like woman on there, support females in the space or whatever, and just expecting to make a lot of money, either because just almost like women is becoming like meta and almost again nothing to do with this project, but like, are you trying to cash grab off of that, or are you trying to just like throw a project together? Just because you're female and then sell out because of that. Not saying that this project's doing that, but I think ultimately we need a combination of both. We need more female leaders in the space, more female driven projects in the space, but also with good experience, good roadmaps, good like putting good projects together. Again, I haven't dug into this one enough to know really anything about it. And regardless, at the end of the day, I respect anybody who's trying. Like obviously they worked hard to try to launch this, I'm sure. So
Hmm. They
I don't know.
sold
Do you
out.
see what I'm saying though? Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. But if you, I think I might have. Oh yeah, the like when I first got this, the distribution was pretty bad because again, Pranksy wailed out, so the distribution was like 15% at first. So it did grow. It doubled that by now, so that's pretty damn good.
Yeah, that is good.
So that is a good sign, but I'll just see what they do after because it's sold out. They have the money now. What are they gonna do with it? So we'll just have to see. I'm not in their Discord or anything. I should be. I should be, but I'm not. I probably will hop in there and just see what their plans are, how they plan to turn this around, how they're gonna get more women into the space. Because I think that was one of their big thing is to get more women into the NFT space, which we need. We need that, but we need them to be here on the right reasons, not just because they're women. Just because you're a
Yes.
woman, you're not automatically just gonna give you money because there's a lot of men here. So what do they bring to the table? How are they going to advance this whole industry forward? Is what I'm looking towards. And World of Women is doing very well. At first, when World of Women dropped, I didn't think it would, do as well as it did, but it it blew my expectations right out of the water. So hopefully this one or any other women led projects does this the same thing as Word of Women. But just copying the art of Word of Women, it's it's not. I need originality.
That's fair. That's fair. I have my like screen share kind of covering off part of this, but this does look kind of cool. It says if you own and have a forgot what is it, crypto tech woman, that's part of the royal that is part of the royalties club in your wallet, you will automatically receive a transfer of your split every month. Please allow 14 days. So I guess you get some royalties for holding. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, but that's tough to implement.
Yeah, and like
And
how much
there
volume
might
is
be
going.
some, yeah, that's tough to implement, and there's some legal loopholes that kind of crosses. So I wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean that's a great
I'm
point, and
not bullish on that specific
that
fact.
also goes back to what we were saying earlier. Like again, I'm not speaking on these people, but like if you're not familiar with the space and you come in and you try to start a project and you tag a bunch like fancy stuff like this, then you're gonna run into hurdles later because like legal
Yeah,
problems or things that just can't be done, maybe potential copyright issues. Like if you're not already very involved with the space, then it is scary just starting a project, based off of that. But again, I'm not saying that towards this project. I don't know. I need to do more digging. Uh, but yeah, well, we're almost at that hour mark. We've hit 3 projects, and we actually probably hit a total of like 5 projects, but like kind of
a
broke
bunch of
down into
Kevins.
bunch of Kevins. Yeah. If it- that was a kicker. Griffith, we're not talking shit about you. I promise.
Grifton.
We Griffin. We just you know wanted to know your thought process behind buying all the Kevins, all the
I
Kevin Wonks.
was, I was talking shit about Grifton buying all this copy crap, but it seems like he's winning. He's winning a lot,
Yeah,
so I
bro.
don't blame him. Like I wouldn't think this would go anywhere because I have a bunch of these hidden in my wallets, man. Like a while ago, I have not these, but these types of projects, these funks, these fake punk projects that are all hidden and they all like zero, like literally zero floor, like people are giving them away. So I have a bunch of those that Kevin Wunks is gonna turn into one of those, but we'll see. Maybe their plan is to overtake Kevin Punks. What if Kevin Wunks overtakes Kevin Punks and
Kevin
Kevin Punks is the one that's gonna be in the trash folder?
Kevin Wonks versus Kevin Punks. Who will win? We got the title of this video now.
Yeah, yeah. We can't escape Kevin right now. It's the biggest, The whole NFT space is talking about Kevin, so we can't
You're
can't
right.
get away from it.
You're right. All right.
But
You wanna hit the script real quick before we conclude? You got it pulled up or anything, or can you? Or
no, I have to go pull it up. I didn't
uh,
have it up
I can talk
on
about
here
it if you want
ready.
me to.
Yeah, sure. Let me see.
Uh, So this episode is brought to you by Ninjalerts, which is what we use this entire time to discover trends, look at who's minting what, not question Grifton's decisions, just but look at the most minted, most bought, most sold. We're able to track these wallets. We actually can get, if you own the NFT, you can actually have the app, which will give you smartphone notifications or desktop notifications on who's minting what as soon as they do it. That way, when you see somebody ape into these projects, it immediately goes to your phone. And if it's somebody that you find influential, if it's somebody you feel like is a good trader, it can then help you make the decision whether you want to dive in as well. Obviously, if you wanted to do your own quick research on it or whatever, but it gives you these notifications as soon as it's happening, whether people are buying or selling them. So definitely go check out Ninja Alerts. You can check out the Twitter page. You can find it just at Ninja Alerts. And you could, the Discord will probably be linked on this video, but I'll just go ahead and shout out the Twitter. We're at Ninja Alerts on Twitter, Ninja Alerts on Discord, and Gutter and myself will be here 3 days a week, every single week, doing Twitter Spaces about around what is it, 12
12
what,
p.m. Eastern
12 p.m.
and two
Eastern. Yeah,
and 2 2 p.m. Eastern for the live stream, this live stream. And next show and following shows, we're gonna start having special guests on this show, traders that a lot of you follow and a lot of you like. And hopefully one day we could get Grifton up here. I'm gonna start tracking his wallet, see when he sells these wonks, because it was a smart move to get him at 0.02. The thing that nobody ever tells you is when they sell. If you go on Twitter, they're all gonna tell you when they buy, but they're never gonna tell you when they sell. If you use Ninjalerts, you get to see that. So if you track Grifton's wallet, you get to see exactly when he's gonna sell these wonks. I'm sure he's gonna sell these wonks. He might tell you he won't, but he will sell these wonks. So that's what I'm gonna be watching. Check out the most sold. So you get to see who's selling what, who's selling the wonks or funks or punks. And yeah, it's ninjaalerts.com. That's with 1A, ninjaalerts.com.
Love it. Love
That's
it.
all.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you next time.